Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today, we're going to be talking about One Punch Man World. Now, a lot of people, they're taking breaks from the game. Some people are even deleting the apps, and I see this as completely fine and justifiable. No content has been coming out yet, so there's nothing for us to do, especially as endgame players, besides push towards Maelstrom, where it's undeniably boring. Personally speaking, I'm not the biggest fan of Maelstrom myself, but that doesn't disregard my opinion on it. So, my opinion on the situation is that the only way that the game is going to make a grandeur comeback is by the Great Reset. And I think that a lot of you guys have noticed it too. Uh, there's been nothing really detailed to us as players. There's been nothing given to us as players. If you check your mailbox, there's nothing there. If you check your front page patch notes, there's nothing there. Only the Crunchyroll stuff. But obviously, it looks like the developers are going towards the route of a great reset. So I think that what's going to happen is right when this next month starts, July 1st, we're going to get a massive reset of not like everyone's accounts resetting. Let me preface this for my non English speakers. When I say reset, I mean a restart, a reload. Nothing like serious about, like, we're not talking about game changing or account destroying changes. We're talking about a re-promotion. Like, however they do whenever someone sells tires and they're like, hey, we're gonna like half off tires or something like that, and then they put up big like red for sale like posters and stuff like that. Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about, but at the same time not so much, because what I'm talking about is we're talking about the players that because right now I don't think players count matters right now, because it's quite obvious that they're making these changes and they're not regarding the players. They haven't been trying to, like, they have not tried at all to sucker us into playing the game. They haven't given us any events. They've been taking away events. They've been moving some stuff around. They're fixing a bunch of bugs on the down low. They're not telling us what's getting fixed. This is some really shady stuff. And that's what it looks like from the average person, which I totally understand. I am a firm believer that they are going to be doing the game justice by the time it re releases. But I'm not saying a re-release as in they're going to shut down the game and release it. I'm saying that they're going to re-promote the game as if it was a new game and start off with this half anniversary, guns ablazing. If they don't do that, then this game's going to pretty much be in development hell for who knows how long. Now, do I believe it's going to stay in development hell? No. I just think it's going to be in the same position as Dragon Ball Legends when it came out in the 6 month. Where back when Dragon Ball Legends was out for the first, like, freaking, what do you call it, like, year, it had just like the SPA banners. They had a lack of content. They had a bunch of characters that just sucked, and then they had no way of making teams. The first year was pretty damn rough for Dragon Ball Legends until the anniversaries came around. Now, this just happens with Bandai games. The only difference is with this game in general is the fact that this game did end up getting a big problem with the development and what happened with their development people and stuff like that. We already know this. Some people were not doing their jobs during the COVID era. And, now we have to push past it. We're still dealing with problems that had to do with COVID. Now, so freaking after all that's over with, now we're kind of moving into this position where, we're just going to have to be ready for whenever the game releases. Some people are getting prepared some way, some people are deleting their account. I personally think it's just time to just sit down and wait, because we're barely days away. There's tons of games coming out. We're just chilling. Let's chill. Let's breathe as a community. Let's breathe for a second and really just take a step back. Because there's no content to be made about the game right now that hasn't already been done. And freaking, what do you call it? The only person that's making content besides me is King. And King is probably tired of trying to come up with content ideas. Besides the edits, he's doing amazing edits. If you have not seen his edits, you should totally check those out. That's like the coolest content I've seen for One Punch Man World since they stopped updating the freaking game. Besides that, though, there's really nothing to like actually, do anything with. Like there's no content, there's nothing to kill, there's no new bosses. It's the same bosses, same Maelstrom, same Abyss. And there's nothing new, there's nothing to do, and there's nothing to go towards. Like there's no events, there's no like anything out here like in this regard. It's just crazy, man. I mean, come on. Look at this. All we have is Maelstrom. There's no new events. There's no step up events. There's no new character draws. We're just in this position where things are just going to be stagnant until the first and beginning of the month. So let's just chill out. Let's be ready, because when what I already said, I've already said multiple times, which is the game's going to come out. The game's gonna like re-release, and it's gonna have everything ready for hopefully the Chinese version, and they're gonna have a team ready for that, and they're gonna bring in the development updates. They've already stated the fact that they have not given up on the game, and I think that that's totally worth like noting, because they have to make these public um, things public. You know what I mean? They have to say it, make it very obvious. Now, besides that, freaking, what are my steps for the channel, and the fact that like the channel's like been taking a hit because of this? I'm gonna stand my ground. I am still gonna continue making One Punch Man World content, but I'm also gonna be adding some extra little videos here and there just to pepper around, because I really, there's a lot of games coming out. I love games, freaking, but the thing is, let me be honest, I sit on my ass too much. After I'm done like doing stuff for my family, after I'm done like completing life objectives IRL, all I do is sit on my ass and just play video games. And I'd rather record myself playing those video games to show you what I'm doing at the moment, so you guys kind of like chill out and like watch it like a travel vlog. So it's like, I might be doing that, or else my channel is just going to be barren and boring. And it's whenever it's barren and boring. Of course, a lot of you OGs, a lot of you new guys, a lot of you hardcore uh, dudes who love watching the content and at least checking out the content. You guys are awesome. My French friends out there, what do you call it? Merci, merci. Freaking all my Portuguese friends out there, all the really cool people from different countries and island countries. It's so crazy, man. Only 13% of Americans actually watch my content. The rest are just people around the world: the Philippines, the Mediterranean, the sea, the freaking islands. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. The East, the actually, that's a good question. What would like French in Europe be called? Hmm. Wouldn't they just be considered like European? Yeah, like no, because Europeans just specifically Europe, right? We got some Europeans in like in the YouTube channel too. We got Europeans. We got freaking how do you say it? We got pretty much everybody from like around the world. It's crazy, man. Much love to you guys. It's awesome to just like meet so many people, translate freaking what the heck everyone's saying in the chat. Even though things are pretty dead right now, I do appreciate everyone's support in these trying times of waiting for content. You guys are awesome. Much love. Thank you guys. Hope you guys subscribe. Give it a like. Freaking ring that bell so you guys stay notified in all future events and content. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace out.